Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Blackjack Stewart Arena here in Mound, Manitoba for this action in the CSSHL U17 Male Prep Showcase here. The first matchup of this weekend between the Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Graham Forsyth, here today. It's our pregame show brought to you by Fabricland. Cody Wall and Seth Rock will not be on our crew here today. So it's only me. I'm riding solo. This is our pregame show, and we got some interviews for you guys. Before the game earlier, I had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes, in Rick McConnell. Our producer is having some trouble getting some stuff ready for you guys, but in today's matchup, Mound Hockey Academy coming into today's matchup after a somewhat successful week last week when they went to Calgary. They took on the Edge and actually won that game 3-2 last week. A huge win for Mound, probably their biggest win of the season so far this year. They also tied Prairie Hockey Academy, a team that Mound will be facing off against tomorrow, and they lost 2 games last week as well. But Mound definitely looking to build off of the success that they were having last week. And, just talking to Rick McConnell, he's just worried about, his emphasis is getting these guys to compete out there, work hard, and do the other good stuff that they were doing last week. Had a chance to talk to Rick McConnell before this pregame show today to talk about the upcoming weekend for the Buffaloes. Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, reporting live before the pregame show. Just getting this interview set up for the pregame show here at Blackjack Stewart Arena in Mound, Manitoba, with Mound Hockey Academy's head coach, their U17 male prep program, Rick McConnell. Rick, a week last week of some successes for the team. You guys going down to Calgary, getting a win against the Edge, tying a game and losing in the quarterfinal. But overall, just how happy were you with how the team looked last week in Calgary?
Well, I was pleased. Obviously, beating Edge was huge for us. I think they just took us lightly, but win's a win for us. I thought we're learning how to compete on a regular basis, and that's my goal here with a whole new team. It's been a little bit of a struggle early, but trying to get the compete level for 60 minutes. So getting a win and tying Prairie was a good for us too. I believe we should have won that game. We had a lot of chances. Their goaltender played well, but overall, it's a building baby steps, but we're making steps in the right direction. So I was quite pleased.
Well, of course, you guys will have a chance to go up against Prairie tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., a matchup where you guys are looking to take that game against them here at home. But just talking about the showcase weekend here at Mound, Manitoba, here at Blackjack Stewart Arena, how nice it is to have these teams come in to play you guys in your home barn.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to play at home. It seems like we spend a lot of time on the bus and on the road, so finally getting home to play in our own rink and sleep in our own beds and have some fans and parents out. It's exciting. It's good for the town too to get this level of hockey being played in our rink. So we're looking forward to a good weekend. Hopefully we can put on a good showing.
And, obviously going to be a lot of games played for you guys this weekend coming up. What's the mindset heading into a weekend like this, a showcase where you guys are going to be playing in so many games?
Just to get the mindset ready and play 60 minutes of hockey. Like I said, I've been challenging these kids every game to be ready to start. I think we've struggled getting out of the gate almost every game this season. We need a good start here because we got 3 games that I think we're quite capable of winning, but we're going to have to play our brand of hockey. We just can't go out and go through the motions. So if we're competing and playing at the level I want them to, we can have some success. Otherwise, it might be a long weekend.
Of course, a strong point for you guys in that week in Calgary was the play of Kean Hodgins, getting that win against the Edge and then starting in the games after that for the rest of the tournament. How much of Kean Hodgins are we going to be seeing this weekend coming up?
Well, he actually was outstanding. That Edge game, he won the game for us. It was nice to get a win, for a steal for him. Anyways, going into this weekend, I'm actually going with Miles today. I got to get him back in there, and I'm actually looking. I go game by game, so I'm not exactly sure what I'll do tomorrow and Sunday, but I'm going to go with Miles, and Miles has been pretty steady as well. So I give Keane the day off, and we'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what head coach Rick McConnell is going to have cooking up in the pipes for the Palamon Hockey Academy Buffaloes coming up this weekend. Talking about the offense, of course, you guys got players like Laz Constant, Jack Smith, Sam Takahashi, Carlos DeLeon, Izzy Amy, who brings such a physical presence. How strongly are you guys going to be relying on those players, and particularly this weekend, to get it going for you guys offensively?
Well, I rely on everybody. We're kind of struggling to put the puck in the net on a consistent basis. We're getting more and more opportunities we play, but those guys obviously all can score. But for us to have success, I need all three lines going, four lines when I got four lines playing. I need contributions from our back end, and our goaltending's got to be strong. We're going to have to be a close-knit bunch and play as a group to have success. And again, we practiced all week. We got to get driving the net, being a little tougher in front of the net, fighting for goals. And I'm not a big the pretty plays. We gotta work hard to get our goals, get to the dirty areas, and work at it. But again, we're getting there. I think I'm getting it into these kids' heads. It's a lot of new kids coming into prep hockey that haven't played prep hockey before. And it's been a challenge, but I'll give the kids credit. They're buying in, they're listening, they're working hard. And I'll be happy as long as we work hard. We want to win, of course, but ultimately I want these kids to develop and become better players. So that's our goal.
Right, the MO going to be hard work for this Palamon Hockey Academy team coming into this weekend, for the forwards especially, but the team in general. And let's talk about that D-core you guys got, what you're expecting to see from them continuing to improve and build off of those good habits.
Yeah, actually, Ernie and I switched last weekend. I took on the D and was running them for a while, and we just want to simplify. When we got to chip it out, we chip it out high and hard. When we got to go high and hard, make a good first pass, take care of your own zone. I find sometimes they're overplaying things and trying to do too much. You just got to make the game simple back there. Get the pucks to the forward, get pucks deep. But actually, last weekend I thought they stepped up, and again, that's an area we're improving on. It's just something we've got to keep working at.
In terms of special teams now, what have you liked in terms of the progression and just the development of how not only the special teams on the power play is looking, but on the penalty kill as well?
Yeah, both areas are important, obviously, especially you get to playoffs. But both of those areas over last weekend improved quite well. Our power play, we actually started to put some pucks in the net on the power play, and our PK has been coming along nicely. Again, it's the systems we're doing. We're working on the kids. Teaching them new systems and to get them to learn. We're not just trying to play simple hockey. It's a little more complicated, not too complicated, but it's stuff these kids haven't learned before. So again, it's a work in progress, but it's getting there. Last weekend was pretty good, actually.
Of course, you said that you're looking for this whole group to step up this weekend to continue building off of those good habits. Is that going to be the mindset in terms of the players to watch for you guys? Is just this whole group in terms of them continuing to get better, continuing to make developments this weekend? Or is there any players in particular that we should be keeping our eye on in today's matchup, especially against the Notre Dame Hounds?
All of them. Like I said, we have to have the bus full if we're going to have success. And again, when we're playing well as a whole team, when everybody's clicking on all cylinders, we'll be fine. If we have half a bus, we're going to struggle. Every team has their guys they count on, but I'm a firm believer. 2 years ago, we won that league, and I had everybody contributing. That's why we won. Some of my top guys went down, and I was able to have other guys step up, and I've got to have that here as well. It gives everybody a challenge. I'm challenging everybody, but it also gives everybody they're important. They mean something. So I'm a firm believer in the team concept, and we'll see what happens. It's a work in progress, and I'm plugging away, and I like the challenge. That's what we're here for. But as long as the kids buy in, we'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure. Always important to have that next man up mentality, like you said, if players go down, and just overall getting this whole group to buy in and continue to build off those good habits. You guys are going up against a very strong, high-powered offensive team in Notre Dame in this first game of the showcase this weekend. Just the mindset, the game plan heading into the game playing against a team like Notre Dame.
Game being prepared right off the hop because they are quick. They got some guys that can put the puck in the net. I've watched some video of them playing Prairie. I think it was Prairie we watched, and they matched up well though. So I think we can play with them. We're gonna have to get pucks deep, get behind their D, get lots of traffic, get pucks to the net. But again, if our work ethic is there, we'll give them a good game. If not, any team we play against, we're going to have to put our best foot forward. This league is a good league, so but I know Notre Dame's always got a good club, so I'm excited to play them and see what they're all about. It's nice to see a different team. We've been playing the same teams here for a while.
Well, I'm excited as well as everyone here at ASTV Productions to watch this game today you guys got against Notre Dame, as well as the other games you got coming up this weekend. Best of luck to you and your team today, Coach. I'm sure we'll talk again this weekend coming up.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Rick McConnell, head coach of the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes, joining me here on the pregame show. Graham Forsyth, ASTV Productions reporter and play-by-play host, coming to you guys live before the pregame here, pre-recorded here at Blackjack Stewart Arena and Pilot Mound Hockey Academy's arena in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. And that was Rick McConnell, head coach of the U17 Male Prep Buffaloes here from Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, joining us here during the pregame show. I did make a mistake. I did end up interviewing him too long, about 9 minutes of interview time. But I also interviewed the head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds, Dustin Ernest. You guys will be seeing that interview happening during the first intermission while they are cleaning the ice here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. But Pilot Mound looking to start off this game strong. I think a strong start is what they'll need today to kind of put Notre Dame on their heels, as well as, like Rick was saying, driving to the net hard. And I think doing that, they'll force Notre Dame's defense back a bit and make them respect Pilot Mound a bit more, and that might open up Pilot Mound some opportunities to get some shooting lanes, to get in the shooting lanes, get some passing lanes, stuff like that. We're almost set for puck drop here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. Of course, I'm Graham Forsyth, play-by-play commentator for today's action between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U17 Male Prep Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. Enjoy the game, everyone. This game brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Of course, our pregame concluded. It was brought to you by Fabric Land. We're going to get to the starting lineups here. Starting for Pilot Mound, we're going to see number 3, Jordan Kustermans, number 14, Sam Takahashi, and number 17, Carlos DeLeon up front. Keegan Leach and Riel Chartrand on the back end, and Miles Gordon getting the start. We'll get to Notre Dame's starting lineup in just a minute. The puck is dropped. We're set to get ready here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena. It's going to be possessed early on here by Notre Dame. Number 8 with the puck, Aiden Murray. Murray tries putting that up the boards, but I'm pretty sure the ref got in the way. It's going to be taken away by Carlos DeLeon. It's going to be recovered now by number 11, Gabriel Bugeaud. Puck dumped into the Pilot Mound zone. Number 10 with the puck. Zabchuk shot on net. That's going to be turned away by Miles Gordon. Laz Constant there with the puck. And Laz trying to get this one out, but unable to. Laz Constant near his own blue line gets that taken away. It's going to be number 5, Elliot Canton. Canton gets the puck back. He's going to send that down low to number 12, Edward Hood. Or no, my apologies, Aaron Shanks. Keegan Leach now with the puck. Leach going to send that up to Laz Constant. Laz Constant now trying to dangle past number 19, McLean Cooney, but unable to. And that's going to be an offside on the play. Getting to who you guys saw start off first here for Notre Dame. It was number 5, Elliot Canton, number 11, Gabriel Bugeaud up front. Aiden Murray also getting the start, and number 10, Ryan Zabchuk. And getting the start in that, Josh Muir for Notre Dame. And it's going to be played up the boards. It's going to be taken away by Bear, and Bear trying to send that in, unable to. And now it's going to be picked up now by Notre Dame. Coming in now, trying to get to the net, but going to lose an edge. There was number 9, Nicholas Karksmires. Is he aiming now with the puck? At the face-off circle in the Pilot Mound zone. Price now along the boards for Pilot Mound. Gonna play a pass to Smith. Smith now bringing it in. Jack Smith tries to shoot, but unable to get a clean shot off. Emir gonna cover it up, and we'll see a face-off here inside the Notre Dame zone. But looking at it, it was Aiden Murray, Elliot Canton up front, Aiden Murray on the back end for Notre Dame, who got the start today, as well as D partner, along with Aiden Murray, Edward Hood, Gabriel Bugeaud, and Ryan Zabchuk were also the starting forwards, and Josh Muir. So enough of that. We're back to play here. Hooper's going to send it into the zone. That's going to be Corey Nilsson now. Plays that around, and that's going to be picked off by Notre Dame. Number 19, Jade Wendigo. Up there, pressuring. It's going to be picked up. Aiden Murray going to have the puck now. Murray going to send it in, and going to be an icing on the play as Murray was just before the red line before he sent that one in. Draw's going to be back in the Notre Dame end. They lead in the shot category right now, 2-0 so far. Of course, score 0-0 here with 17:12 left in the first. Sam Takahashi off the draw, gets the puck behind the net. He tries sending the pass out in front. DeLeon goes to the point to Darianka. Darianka's shot going to be saved by the glove of Muir. Going to be picked off by DeLeon now. DeLeon shoots, and that's going to be wide of the net. Hooper now with the puck. He's going to play that to a teammate. Paul Mound can have that puck. Get by them now. Coming in now is Notre Dame trying to get a shot on net, but Chartrand there. Cross crease pass to number 2, Hood. And now Hooper on the forecheck. Has the puck behind the Pilot Mound net. Going to get that pass picked off by Kustermans. Kustermans sending that down to Chartrand. Chartrand getting pressured by number 17 of Notre Dame. Riel Chartrand playing that around the boards. Notre Dame players there clogging up the lane, up the boards. Bugeaud going to keep it in. Shot on net. Paddled away or blocked away there by Miles Gordon. Powell going to send that into the Pilot Mound zone. Darianka going across to Chartrand. Chartrand unable to receive that pass and cradle it. Bugeaud with the shot, and that's going to be a nice block there by Darianka with his leg. And that's going to be paddled away by Miles Gordon. That shot on net. Out of play into the netting, and we're going to get a face-off in the Pilot Mound zone. Seen from Pilot Mound here early on, a nice job on the forecheck, putting on good pressure, and we've seen them be able to create good zone time for themselves here early on, getting some shots on Muir, testing them early on. Definitely going to be another thing Pilot Mound's going to be looking to do, along with some of the other things that I mentioned before this game started. Draw's going to be one. Aiden Murray with the shot. That gets tipped going through, goes over the net. Going to be saved there by Gordon. Had a bit of trouble with that, but plays it into the corner. Price now going to play that off the boards for Constant. And Constant getting a bit physical there. He's still on the ice in the Notre Dame zone. Trying to get a shot on net there was Notre Dame playing that across. Constant is going to get there, and Constant going to pick that off, but unable to keep possession of the puck. Aiden Murray now going behind his net, goes around his net, goes up to a teammate, and that's going to be Shanks now. Shanks to Cooney, and now Shanks trying to dangle through. Big hit by Pilot Mound there. Izzy Amy. Physical presence that he shows out there. A big positive for Pilot Mound has been his physical presence this season. Hood now with some nice skating there to evade Izzy Amy. Now puck's going to be sent in by Murray, and that's going to be an icing on the play. And draw will be to the right of Muir on his blocker side. Going to be picked up by Izzy Amy off the draw. Puck's going to be sent up now. And now here's Notre Dame with the puck. Gets that on net, scores! And that was number 9. My apologies if I pronounced this name wrong. Nicholas Karksmeyers putting that in on Miles Gordon to get things rolling here, opening the game up with a 1-0 lead for Notre Dame here early on Pilot Mound. And Pilot Mound now, how do they bounce back after that one? Giving up a goal here with just over 5 minutes gone in this opening period. DeLeon gonna put a high shot on net, or not on net. It was gonna go over the net, but it's gonna be gloved and stopped by Josh Muir anyways, and we're gonna get a face-off to his left now, to his right. And now it's gonna be ball by Pilot Mound. It's gonna be Karks Myers taking it the other way. Keegan Leach playing that one up. And now Notre Dame going to keep it in. And now pass out in front. Going to be out front into the slot, but that's going to be taken away by Pilot Mound. And Kusterman's going to dump it in just before the blue line. In on the forecheck. Creating a turnover. That's going to be picked up by DeLeon. DeLeon to Leach. Leach, low shot on net. Kusterman's there with the rebound opportunity. Kusterman's also knocking a stick out of a Notre Dame player's hands. And now Kusterman's continuing on the forecheck. Bujo going to play that one up. Leach going to send that one high of the net. Going to be picked up by Constant. Constant with an opportunity, shoots, and that's going to hit a stick and go wide of the net. And now Jack Smith there on the pressure on the forecheck. Puck along the boards, down low in the zone. Smith getting the puck back. He tries sending that out in front, but unable to find his teammate Price. Teammate who he looked like he was going to. Bujo gets that knocked away from him. Notre Dame still looking to break out of the zone here. And that's going to be sent down for an icing, and we're going to get a face-off back in Notre Dame's end. And Pilot Mound once again being hard on the forecheck there, creating some opportunities for themselves to get some shots, create some opportunities for them to pass, and get some opportunities on net. Just got to find a way to beat Muir at this point. Get a crack in his armor. Aiden Murray going to get that off of the one face-off by Notre Dame. Puck's going to be sent up to Cooney, but pass was off. That's going to be sent down into the Notre Dame zone now. Muir out to leave the puck for a teammate. And now it's going to be played up to Cooney. Cooney now coming in. He has Shanks with him as well. Keegan Leach plays the body nicely, rubbing out Cooney. And now Cooney going to get the puck. Cooney now able to walk in, and he's going to be stopped there by Miles Gordon. Miles Gordon reaches out with the glove and covers it up. We're going to get a stoppage here at 12:09 left in the first period. 1-0 is the lead for Notre Dame. 7-3 advantage for them in the shot category so far in this game here. Well, not only Pilot Mound and Notre Dame will be in action this weekend in this U17 prep showcase in Pilot Mound, Manitoba, but we're going to see Prairie Hockey Academy and International Hockey Academy face off against each other at 5:30 p.m., so right after this game today. Lots of action on the network tomorrow. And one last game on Sunday. Shot by DeLeon, breaks into the zone, and that's going to be gloved by Muir and covered up for a face-off. And Notre Dame will only be playing in 2 games this weekend. They'll be going up against, of course, Pilot Mound today, as they are already, as well as International Hockey Academy tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. It's going to be DeLeon getting that into the zone, getting that in deep. Muir his pass. Going to be picked off by Takahashi. Takahashi putting that around the boards. Finds Leach at the point, and Leach puts that on net. Takahashi sends it. Keeps it down below the goal line. Nilsson going to keep it in, and Nilsson gets rocked. Nilsson gets rocked by, I believe, number 3. Shaken up on that one is Nilsson. He goes to the bench right away. And that hit was laid on by number 3, Tyler Stevenson. Shot wide of the net there and close for Notre Dame. Gonna be out in front. That one just goes wide of the net. And now puck's gonna be down low. And it's gonna be to Cantlin. Cantlin met there by Keegan Leach. And now it's going to be to Murray at the point. His shot's going to be blocked by Cantlin. And that's going to be sent out of the Pilot Mound zone. Kusterman's giving chase, but Powell there back to recover the puck in his own zone. Sends it into Pilot Mound's end now. Chartrand finds Constant with the pass. He miscarries the puck there. And now Jack Smith loses possession of that puck there. Price going to Chartrand, across to Derianka, back to Chartrand. Chartrand now going up to Price. Price now coming in, he shoots, and that's going to be blocked. Last Constant fakes like he's going to the point, but continues on with the puck, gets that taken away. Hooper going to go up to his teammate and Keegan Gamble. Gamble now running out of space, he sends that down low. Going to be up to Constant. Constant with the saucer pass across to Price, gonna be just out of his reach, no icing on the play. Jack Smith there, he plays that to Price. Price tries getting that to a teammate. Jack Smith now with it. Smith going out to Keegan Leach. Leach's pass back to him is gonna be blocked by Gamble. Gamble now misfires on the pass there, whiffs on it, and that's gonna be picked up by Bear. And now Price gonna get a stick on that. That's gonna allow Constant to pick it up. Constant now coming in. He's going to have that blocked by Murray. Constant trying to get Murray to bite there, but Murray stayed in the shooting lane. Constant now trying to dangle past Hooper, but he's unable to. Good stick by Hooper there. And now a nice move. In now, coming in, number 17. Going to have that taken away. That's going to be Shanks with a shot on net. Notre Dame going to play that up to Murray. Murray's shot going to be low, turned aside there by Gordon. Now Keegan Leach going to play that around the boards. In the area of Izzy Amy. Amy ends up chipping that out. It's going to be picked up by Murray in the neutral zone. He plays it back into his own end, skates it back into his own end. And Notre Dame unable to break in. They dump it in. Going to be Braden Bear now with the puck. He plays that up to Izzy Amy. Back to the point to Stevenson, and that's going to be blocked and shot high of the net after that. Going to be held in by Miller. And Bear going to just send that down. Going to get an icing on the play. And going to be a face-off back in Pilot Mound's own end. My apologies for getting names wrong here, folks. This is my first time looking at the roster. Going to bring it home tonight and study it so we won't have that issue tomorrow. Draw is going to be won by Notre Dame. Pilot Mound has that puck. It's Kusterman's now. Kusterman's coming in. Kusterman's plays it on net, and that's going to be off the crossbar. What a chance there for Jordan Kusterman's. Just an inch lower, and that would have been in, but no cigar for him on that play. Riel Chartrand now tries playing that up the boards, hits the ref's skate, or hits the head ref's skate. No icing is going to be called on this play. Chartrand going to play that to Kustermans. Kustermans now going to try going across to Takahashi, but that ended up in hitting the skate of Carlos De Leon. De Leon now going across to Constant, and going to be a penalty here coming up to the Notre Dame Hounds. Going to put Pilot Mound on the power play for the first time in this game. And this Pilot Mound power play is brought to you by Supplement King. Athletes, make sure to contact Supplement King in Swift Current and Winkler today for all your supplement needs. And Pilot Mound looking to get it going here on the power play. That penalty coming to number 21, Chad Bates. Draw's going to be won by Pilot Mound to Laz Constant. Constant near the boards. Plays that up to the point to Bear. Bear now going to go back to Constant. Constant shoots, and oh, that one almost squeaking by into the net. But Muir just able to fend that one off. Braden Bear now behind his own net, getting pressured by number 19, McLean Cooney. Going to be sent in by Aiden Murray as Notre Dame continues to kill this penalty here. Pass sent up near the blue line to Izzy Amy. Jack Smith gets that. He's going to pass it to Constant. Constant is possession. Amy picks it up. Going to go to Jack Smith. He misfires on that attempt to put it to one of his teammates down low. Keegan Leach back to recover it in Pilot Mound zone. Now he's going to skate with it. Keegan Leach trying to go across, but going to find the stick of Skarsmeyers. Going to go across to Sam Takahashi now. Takahashi sending that one down low after playing it up the boards. Daryanka tries playing it down low, and that's going to be picked up by Notre Dame and sent on net. Save made by Miles Gordon, and he's just going to decide to cover it up. And we're going to get a face-off here inside of Pilot Mound zone. Now it's going to be Carlos DeLeon taking the draw for Pilot Mound, going up against Bujo. Won by Pilot Mound. That's going to be Daryanka possessing the puck in Pilot Mound zone with a breakout pass to Kustermans. Kustermans gets that sticked away by Bujo. Kusterman's just going to send it in. It's going to be gloved down by Keegan Leach. Number 3, Jordan Kustermans now coming in. He's going to play that up to the point to Daryanka. Kustermans now going up to other point man and Keegan Leach, but that one's going to be sent out by Bujo, and we're back to even strength. I believe only one shot generated by Pilot Mound there on that power play by Laz Constant. Watch out now for Pilot Mound. They're having some trouble breaking it out, but they finally do. It's going to be Jade Wendigo now, breaking in with some speed. He tries shooting on net, but that's going to be blocked by Powell. Now going to be played up the boards by Notre Dame. Bears sending that down low to Amy. Will be sent up the boards. Aiden Murray there to get it for Notre Dame. Hooper going to play that across to Powell. Powell now coming in. Tries finding a teammate. That's going to be picked up. Looks like Powell is wearing the C, so he is this year's team captain of this Notre Dame Hounds U17 prep team. Izzy Amy. Looked like a bit of miscommunication there as he thought Constant might have picked that one up. It's going to be picked up by Aiden Murray now. Murray skating out. Look at Murray wheel. He's going to play it up with one hand to number 16. Shot wide of the net. Keegan Gamble, number 16, try getting that on net. Pass out in front, and that's going to miss. And now here's an opportunity for Laz Constant now. Coming in, Laz Constant. Try sending that across to Price. Price, good stick to take that away. Going to play that up to Laz Constant. Or back to Laz Constant. And that is going to be sent out of play. And we're going to get a face-off here. I believe inside the Notre Dame zone. To the glove side, the right side of Muir. Muir catches with his right hand. Holds his stick in his blocker with his left hand. You don't see that every day. Always cool to see that. And that's going to be a draw won by Price. Constant going to send that down low to Price. Price now gets hit there by Stevenson, and a bit of a unnecessary bump there by Stevenson. Going to send him to the box, sending Pilot Mound to another power play here, brought to you by Supplement King athletes. Contact Supplement King in Swift Current and Winkler today for all your supplement needs. On this power play, feeling like Mound is definitely going to want to generate some more zone time, and that starts with their breakout and zone entries. Let's see what they can do here. Last constant. Passes it to Keegan Leach. Leach, a shot on net, and that's going to be saved by Muir and covered up here quickly. Only 10 seconds gone in this power play. In this penalty kill. However you want to put it. Chad Bates taking the draw for Notre Dame. Carlos DeLeon in on the draw. Going to be tied up, and that is going to be tried to clearing it out there was Notre Dame, but kept in by Bear. Constant now with the shot, and that is a powerful shot, but unfortunately wide of the net for Constant. Keegan Leach now in his own end, going to go to Constant. Constant with a nice dangle there. Getting past. Constant looking to protect the puck here, and he does. Passes up to Leach. Leach now going to go to Muir. Muir, bottom of the circle here in the zone. Goes back to Leach. Shot. Tipped. Ends up going wide of the net. James Leach now in the neutral zone. Going to go up in the neutral zone to Carlos DeLeon. And that is going to be a delayed offside, allowing Notre Dame for a chance to possess the puck here in their own end, and going to dump that one out. Playing that back into Mound zone. 45 seconds now remaining in the Mound man advantage. Plays that up to Keegan Leach with Jack Smith, but that gets sent back into Mound zone. Now Keegan Leach going to play that behind his own net. Maddox Darianka going to play that up to Jack Smith. Jack Smith now going to go to Darianka. Darianka shot on net, and that's going to be saved by the glove of Muir and covered up here with 16 seconds remaining on Mound's power play. 1:33 remaining here in this first period. Mound leads in the shot category 11-9, but they trail on the scoreboard 1-0 here. And Shanks gets that to Murray. Murray playing that around the boards and out of the zone. Back into the Mound zone. Maddox Darianka going to play that up the boards to Kustermans. Kustermans going to mishandle that. His pass gets picked off by Shanks. Cantlin pinning Chartrand up against the boards. We're back to even strength now. Riel Chartrand with the puck. Going to play that up to Kustermans. Kustermans, his pass going to be picked off again. And now a dangle opportunity there for Cantlin. Shot on net, wide of the net. And going to go out of Mound's end now. Under a minute left to play here in this period. Score remains 1-0 for Notre Dame. Chartrand tries to get that to Floyd, but Floyd unable to cradle it. And now going to be Aiden Murray with the puck. Murray goes across to number 2, Hood. Hood with the puck now goes to Murray. Murray breaking out of his own end now in the neutral zone. Continuing on with it. Braden Bear stands him up. Hood finds the skate of Cantlin. And now Keegan Leach sends that in deep in the Notre Dame zone. And now here's going to be a chance for Hooper. Hooper now with 3 seconds left. Hooper tries to dangle, but not enough time. Doesn't even complete the move. And that's going to do it for the first period here at Blackjack Stewart Arena in Mound, Manitoba. 1-0 the score for Notre Dame after the first 20 minutes of this game. 11-10, Mound leads in the shot category, and some good things from Mound in that first period. Heavy forecheck at points allowed for them to create some havoc in Notre Dame's zone, creating some turnovers, keeping puck possession, and generating some shots on net. And one thing that I really liked from Notre Dame was their penalty kill. Something that was really good was just their aggressiveness, really forcing Mound to struggle breaking out of their own end at time and breaking in. Mound did a better job on that second power play of breaking in, but one other thing Mound needs to work on when they do have that man advantage, and Seth Rock, who's not with us here today, would definitely agree that got to get more bodies in front of the net to take away the eyes of Josh Mears. So that's going to do it for this first period. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break. Then we're going to hear from head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds, Dustin Ernest. Interview that we did in for the pregame show that we weren't able to show you guys, but we're going to hear from him after this commercial break. This first period was brought to you by Case Financial. Are you looking to buy a home? Then contact Case Financial for your mortgage today. Here on the ASTV Productions pregame show for today's matchup, this first matchup of the day between the Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. I got the head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds with me right now, Dustin Ernest. Dustin, thanks for joining us here on the pregame show. You know, coming into this weekend, a busy weekend for you guys. You guys are playing in the showcase here in Mound. What's the feeling around the team in terms of just getting prepared to come here and play at Blackjack Stewart this weekend against the teams you guys will be going up against?
Well, we're excited to get on the road here. We haven't played in a couple weeks. It's nice to play some new teams. We played IHA, I think, 4 straight, so we're looking forward to playing a new team here. And we got a few kids out of the lineup, but we haven't had our full team yet. But the boys have been rolling pretty good so far, and yeah, it's fun to get started here. We're ready to go.
How have you guys handled that as a coaching staff, just dealing with not having a full lineup, just finding line combinations that suit the team's playing style best?
Yeah, well, the thing is that we have lots of other teams that they call up our kids too, so it's good to let them go up and play up. Like, you don't want to hold anyone back, but you know, we got a few minor things today, kids forgetting their skates or not being able to make the trip. So, I mean, just more ice time for the fellas to get out there and stay in the game.
A pretty successful season so far for you guys. Not many losses, only 1 to this point. Just sum up what it's been like to see this team be able to go out and perform the way they've been able to so far this year.
I think with our club, we got pretty good chemistry. I think, you know, when they buy into what we're selling them, I think we're very successful. When we get individual, we obviously know how that works. So the key to success is just playing as a team. We've got a lot of great offensive kids. Our D can move the puck, and you know, things are rolling right now. So we just got to stay on top of things and you know, have a good start to the game here tonight.
Talking about the team's strengths, obviously, talking about the offense first off, you guys have put up a lot of goals so far this year in CSSHL regular season play. How pleased have you been with just the offensive production in general from the team so far this season, as you guys got a lot of depth up front as well?
Yeah, like, our depth is pretty good. Our scoring is evenly out. We don't have one stud scoring on our points, so we got everybody rolling. So that's the nice thing about our club, is that everybody can put the puck in the net. It's nice you can throw guys out there at all situations, so it makes my job a lot easier. So no, we're excited to have the guys I have, and you know, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Talk about the defensive side of things as well, because of course good offense of course comes from good defense out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we preach. You know, take care of our end, and our offensive chances will come. So we got lots of D-men that can move the puck. We got guys that have heavy shots. You know, they block shots. Everything you can ask for. So you know, I'm pretty excited about our group of D. We haven't had our full 6D play yet this year as a unit, but hopefully when that comes, we'll show a difference out there for sure.
And obviously there's going to be breakdowns in games. That's just the part of hockey. It's never going to be perfect, and that means you got to have good goaltending. Speak about how impressed you've been from your 2 goaltenders so far this season.
Well, our goaltending, you know, it can be a little bit better. I expect a little bit more out of them. You know, they haven't had a lot of work. We've outshot you know, the teams we've played quite a bit. And, you know, just they got to stay, you know, in the game. And I know it's tough to be in the game when you're not getting a lot of work. But, no, they're good goaltenders for sure, and we expect them to come out ready to go here today.
Talking about special teams now, just looking at the power play as well as the penalty kill, how pleased have you guys been as a coaching staff so far this season from what you've seen when the team has been undermanned out there, taking a penalty and killing it off, as well as when you guys got a man advantage or a 5-on-3 out there?
Yeah, it's a lot of specialty teams in this league. It seems like there's not a lot of 5-on-5 hockey, so we do practice a lot of 5-on-3s and 5-on-4s and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I can roll pretty much everybody out there. I got a few guys that are more better at penalty killing than others, but the power play, we just we kind of roll guys, and we give everybody a chance, and we just go from there.
Talking about, a player to watch or a few players to watch this weekend, who you think is going to make a huge impact out there for the team coming up this weekend in the games here at Pilot Mound?
Well, up front, like I said, we got really good depth. We don't really have any studs out there, but nice kids to watch skate is, Gabriel Bugeaud. He skates like a pro. We got guys that can go to the net. Shanks, he shoots the puck like a pro. So we got guys like that can, put the puck in the net, and they're just nice players to watch. On the back end, like I said, our D are pretty deep. We like to move the puck. We take a little bit more chances than I like to sometimes, but you don't want to take the creativity away from them. So, but as of a team to watch for, we're pretty fun to watch, and it's made my job a lot easier.
Yeah, going to be exciting for me and just us all weekend here at ASTV Productions to watch this Notre Dame Hounds team play. Of course, you guys open up the weekend against the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U17 Male Prep Buffaloes. Not sure if you guys have had a chance to play them yet this season, but just looking at what they bring to the table with their roster, I'm sure you guys have had a chance to take a look at it. What's going to be the game plan going up against a Pilot Mound team that's going to be hungry to come in and try to beat a team like you guys today?
Well, it's always tough coming in on the road, playing in their home barn. We got to make sure that we have a good start, get pucks to the net, do what we can do to be successful, and that's play as a team. I know they beat one of the top teams here recently, so we got to be ready to go. Like I said, it's a good league. You have to be ready to go every night, or else it's going to be a downfall. But yeah, hopefully we have a good start here and come up with the win here.
Well, thanks, Coach. Best of luck to you and your team, not only in this game, but coming up this weekend. And I'm sure we're going to talk again very soon coming up in the other pregame shows this weekend coming up here in Pilot Mound.
Right on. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Dustin Ernest, head coach of the Notre Dame Hounds, joining us here on the pregame show. I'm Graham Forsyth, play-by-play commentator and reporter here for ASTV Productions, reporting live in the pregame here at Pilot Mound Hockey Academy's arena at Blackjack Stewart Arena in Pilot Mound, Manitoba.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena here in Mound, Manitoba for ASTV Productions coverage of this first game of the weekend in the CSSHL U17 Prep Showcase between the home team, the host team this weekend, Mound Hockey Academy, the U17 Male Prep Buffaloes, taking on the Notre Dame Hounds U17 Male Prep team. And after 1-0 for Notre Dame. The shots are 11 apiece, 11-11. They updated it during the intermission. And yeah, Pilot Mound looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time in this period. A lot of good things from Pilot Mound in that period. Like I mentioned, their forecheck looked really strong. We're heavy on the forecheck. That created some turnovers, created some opportunities for them to have some puck possession in Notre Dame's end, and really allowed Pilot Mound to pass the puck around nicely in the zone, passing it to the points, getting some shots. One thing, like I mentioned, not only on the power play, but in general, Pilot Mound needing to get more bodies in front of the net. So it takes away the eyes of goaltender for Notre Dame, number 1, Josh Muir. But overall, a pretty solid period for Pilot Mound. That one goal that was scored by Notre Dame, scored by number 9, Nicholas Karksmeyers. My apologies if I'm pronouncing that name wrong. Going to get the right pronunciation of his name at some point this weekend before Notre Dame's next game for sure. But a nice play by him, driving hard, on the defenseman, driving, I believe it was Braden Bear, back a bit, and with one hand on the stick, putting it in on Miles Gordon. Notre Dame looking to continue to extend their lead in this period. We're underway here. The puck is dropped, and we're underway here at Blackjack Stewart Arena for this next 20 minutes in this second period. Pilot Mound looking to break out here. Nice moves by DeLeon to allow for him to break that puck out. DeLeon going to send that into the Notre Dame end. It's going to go up to number 10 in Ryan Zabchuk. Zabchuk trying to dangle past Chartrand, but unable to get past him. Chartrand at the face-off dot, or face-off circle. Plays that up to DeLeon. DeLeon now sends it into the zone. DeLeon in forecheck. It's Laz Constant now. Looks to get that shot on net, but that's going to hit a stick, deflecting it out of play. And we're going to get a face-off here early on in the Notre Dame zone. And that goal scored by Notre Dame in that first period was, of course, scored by number 9, Nicholas Karksmeyers, assisted by Keegan Gamble, and number 6, Aiden Miller. And now here's Karksmeyers. Speaking of, shoots, shot on that rebound, and that's going to go off the post. Miles Gordon's best friend on that one, coming up clutch. This game still remains 1-0. Constant with a nice dangle through the stick, or under the stick of Stevenson there. But Notre Dame going to take it the other way. It's Cooney going to lose possession of the puck there. And Stevenson hitting Price there. It's going to be in the Pilot Mound zone now. Bear getting physical there on Miller. Going to go past, and that's going to be a nice block there by Smith. Smith going to go in now. He's going to try putting that on net, but Muir going to end up gloving that one and covering it up for a face-off. And Pilot Mound definitely looking to continue to get in the shot lanes here and block shots, as we've seen in this game so far. Doing that for themselves, they've created some opportunities to potentially create some odd man opportunities, just unable to capitalize on it so far in this game. Matthew Floyd, got that taken away. It's going to be Chartrand shooting that wide of the net. Gamble going to get that one out. No icing on the play. Gordon sticks the stick out to stop that one up. Chartrand going over to Keegan Leach. Keegan Leach going around to number 6, Floyd, and that's going to go up to Wendigo. Jade Wendigo now. He shoots, and that's going to be blocked. Is he Amy with the puck now? Amy continuing with it. Going to try going to Floyd, but unable to find him. Bates going to go up to Hooper. Hooper now tries finding Leach, but cannot find him. Or gets that blocked by Leach, my apologies. Keegan Gamble sending that one in. Gonna be Sam Takahashi near the hash marks. Gets that to Wendigo, and Wendigo puts it in. No icing on the play. And there's going to be an icing on the play for Notre Dame. So that pass misfired. And going to be a face-off down in their zone. Setting up a offensive zone face-off for the Buffaloes. Carlos DeLeon, number 3, Jordan Kustermans, and number 14, Sam Takahashi out there for Pilot Mound. DeLeon taking the draw. It's going to get tied up, and that's going to be possessed by Notre Dame. And Braden Bear, good defensively there. He's going to play that up the boards to Kustermans. Kustermans gets that puck. He's going to fire a miss pass to DeLeon. Stevenson getting forecheck there by DeLeon. DeLeon sends that out in front, but going to be picked off by number 2, Hood. DeLeon going to pick up the puck now. Gonna send that back to Kusterman. Kusterman's shot, and that's gonna be saved by Muir. Turned away by him. DeLeon plays that up to the point to Chartrand. His shot gonna be tipped out of play, and we're gonna get a face-off, I believe, outside of the Notre Dame zone here. And a nice play there by DeLeon, recognizing that, well, not even recognizing, but a nice behind-the-back draw pass to Jordan Kusterman to set up that opportunity for Pilot Mound. Good awareness to know that a teammate might be there. Puck is going to be sent into the Pilot Mound zone. Now in on the forecheck is Zabchuk. Keegan Leach there, strong on the puck. Zabchuk loses his footing. It's going to be a shot on net, turned away by Miles Gordon. Last constant now going to Riel Chartrand. And now last constant has some trouble getting that one out. Held in by Miller. Now going to be picked up by Zabchuk. Zabchuk now goes to Shanks, and Shanks' shot going to be saved and covered up by Miles Gordon, getting a face-off here with 15:27 left in the second period. For some reason on the clock right now it says the first period, but we are in fact in the second period here in Pilot Mound. It's going to be Shanks in on the draw for Notre Dame. That's going to be on net, saved by Gordon. Murray from the point, his blast high of the net. Is he Amy now? Unable to get that one out. Amy tries to get possession of the puck again, but he's unable to. Zabchuk now with the puck. Tries finding Karsmeyers, but unable to. And it's going to be to Aiden Murray. Aiden Murray now going into the zone, leading this attack. Murray going wide. He goes out in front. Number 2, Hood. And that's going to be turned aside and sent the other way. Puck hits the roof. And the ref ducking for cover there. A bit scared on that one. We're going to get a face-off inside of the Notre Dame zone for an offensive zone face-off for Pilot Mound. Defensive zone face-off for Notre Dame. Assistant captain for Notre Dame, Chad Bates, going to be in on the draw here to take it for them. Carlos DeLeon for Pilot Mound taking that draw. It's going to be held in by Chartrand there. Takahashi tries sending that past defenders to Kusterman. Shot's going to be on net. Muir going to have an easy save there, turning that aside. Pass unable to find Cooney there. Chartrand played that up to DeLeon. And it's going to be played out of the Notre Dame zone. Going to go to DeLeon. DeLeon loses possession of that puck. Could not cradle it. Could have been a golden opportunity for Pilot Mound there as Kusterman's was wide open, but was not meant to be. Riel Chartrand, his attempt to clear that one out of the zone is going to be unsuccessful. Cooney along the board, sending that one down low. Chad Bates in on the forecheck. Leach playing that around the boards. That one hopping over the stick of Takahashi. Number 3, Stevenson over to Miller. Miller with a nice move. Miller finding number 21, Chad Bates, but unable to cradle that pass was Bates. Bates pinning Chartrand to the boards. Takahashi, his pass, unable to find a teammate. And now here's Takahashi on the puck. Takahashi now going to delay. Goes to Smith. Smith shot. It's going to be a glove save by Muir, and he's going to cover things up here. And one thing that I've really liked from Notre Dame today is their defenseman's ability to move the puck talking to head coach Dustin Ernest, something that he pointed to as being a strength for this team, really allowing them to keep good puck possession and allowing them to create opportunities to find teammates up ice in the neutral zone for stretch passes and other things like that. Aiden Murray going to go up to number 11, Bugeaud. Bugeaud shot, and that's going to be right on the logo of Miles Gordon there, and Gordon going to elect to just squeeze that tight to his body and cover it up here for a whistle, getting a defensive zone draw in their own zone for Pilot Mountain. And another thing about Notre Dame's defense and just their players in general is doing a really good job of keeping a nice gap and being able to block shots when Pilot Mountain winds up to take them. Definitely something they'll be looking to continue here. Notre Dame has also come out a lot harder in this period, I've noticed, as they've got the more opportunity to shoot here early on to start things off. Last constant along the boards. That's going to be down low. Jack Smith battling. It's going to go to Price, but Price unable to receive that pass, unable to cradle it on his back end. Riel Chartrand going to go back to Price, but Price once again unable to cradle it. Going to be picked up by Constant. A drag and shot there from Constant. Going to be turned away by Josh Muir. It's behind the goal line now in the Notre Dame zone. It's going to be Constant sending that up to the point to Chartrand. Chartrand shot! Gets tipped going by, and that one close to tying things up here, but no dice there for Riel Chartrand. Chartrand tries to play that off the boards to Constant, but that one unable to be completed. And Constant going to get that puck and carry it offside. Going to see a face-off right outside the Notre Dame zone now. A nice play there by Constant, knowing that these players for Notre Dame have been very good at blocking shots, so creating an opportunity for himself, opening up a shot lane with a toe drag and shooting that puck, getting an opportunity to score there on net. Puck's going to be sent down below the Pilot Mountain goal line. Daryanka battling there with Shanks, and Daryanka going to get penalized for this. Penalty coming up. Mirrored to the bench for Notre Dame. Notre Dame still with possession of it. Going to be sent out of their own end. Out of Pilot Mountain's end and into Notre Dame's own end. Stevenson going to go to Bugeaud. Schlatt, his pass, getting disrupted there. Unable to get through cleanly. Still a delayed penalty. An extra man on for Notre Dame. They're moving the puck up nicely here. Notre Dame now coming in. It's Hood with the puck. Hood tries going cross ice, and that's finally going to be touched up by the man who took that penalty, Maddox Daryanka. And we're going to see Notre Dame on the power play for the first time in today's matchup. And it's going to be a 2-minute penalty for tripping there on Maddox Daryanka. And that means a penalty kill for Pilot Mountain for the first time today. You're going to hear from our sponsor for their penalty kill for the first time, Supplement Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Then contact Supplement Insurance today. Puck's going to be sent down by Pilot Mountain into the Notre Dame zone. It's going to be Chad Bates picking up the puck behind his net, and he's looking to wheel with it. Takahashi getting in his way. That's going to be sent out by Pilot Mountain. Powell going over to Miller. Back to Powell. It's going to be into the Notre Dame zone. Jack Smith giving chase here on the puck. Miller sends that across to Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers, the lone goal scorer in today's game, on the power play here for Notre Dame. Now Jordan Kusterman's going to chase that puck down and send it in. Carlos DeLeon along the boards, looking to eat some time away on this penalty kill, but it's going to be picked up by Chad Bates now in the neutral zone. Chad Bates gets closed off there by James Leach. Bates going to send that down low to Cooney. Cooney there getting hit by Leach. Going to be up to the point to Hood. Hood going across to Murray. Murray loses an edge but completes the pass to Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers going to Murray. Murray shot. Going to be a rebound, and Karksmeyers unable to get that one to go. Murray trying to hold that one in, bat it down with a glove, but that clear too powerful for him to keep it in. Behind the net now is Murray. Or no, it was Hood. Leaving it for Bugeaud. Bugeaud now coming in. Bugeaud leaving a pass for Gamble, but that one going to be unsuccessful, and Pilot Mound sending it down as they successfully kill off this penalty. And now a misplay there by Muir, and Jack Smith there with a chance. Shot on net, rebound there for Takahashi, another rebound, and Muir standing tall on that one. And he's going to cover it up, stopping the play here at 8:03. It's going to be stop and play at 8:03. Just got word that, in fact, my hands were blocking the play there, so my apologies about that. It's a bit hard to see from where we're broadcasting here, so I'm going to do my best, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. Just got the word from the producers, so, you're in trouble when that happens. Back to play here. It's going to be to the point to Chartrand. Chartrand trying to get that on net. Shot on net, and that's going to be turned aside by Muir. Chartrand now. So hold the line. He's going to get pinned along the boards. Wendigo going to Leach. Leach to Floyd. And now it's going to be Chartrand. Chartrand going over to Leach in his own end. To Kustermans, but unable to complete that one. Riel Chartrand going to go behind the back to Keegan Leach. Keegan Leach playing that up to Kustermans. Kustermans now giving chase. No icing on the play. Kustermans continuing on for Pilot Mound on this pressure. Shot on net. Muir gets there in time to save that one. And going to be called offside. Going to get a face-off outside of Notre Dame's end here with 7:03 left in the second period. The score remains the same as we enter this period, 1-0 for the Notre Dame Hounds. And that draw going to be sent into Pilot Mound's bench, so we'll have to do it all over again here. And DeLeon winning that draw to Daryanka. Daryanka over to Bear. Bear's shot. That's going to be on net and saved by Muir. He's going to leave it for Aiden Murray. Murray now coming in. The neutral zone coming into the zone now. Murray going around the net with a little mohawk action there with the skates. Let's see, one around the net. Shanks going to drop that down for Schlatt. Bear going to have that picked off by Murray. Murray sent it back down low. And now it's going to be picked up by Shanks. Shanks shoots, and that's going to be high of the net. Powell keeping that in. Going to end up playing that around the boards. Now it's going to be to Schlatt. Schlatt now tries to get a shot on net, but Bear there trying to dangle now is number 15, Hooper, but closed off nicely there by Pilot Mound. Maddox Daryanka now bringing it in. Daryanka putting that to DeLeon. Carlos DeLeon. Down low, it's going to be Constant. With a shot attempt on net, but that one doesn't get by. Shanks now putting that by a defenseman and unable to catch up to that puck. And now Keegan Leach with the puck now. He's going to send that to Laz Constant. Constant with the puck now in the neutral zone. Breaks into the zone. Leaves a draw pass there for Price. Price going to go back down low to Constant. And going to be tied up along the boards, down low, and puck wasn't getting free, so refs just decided to blow it dead. But looking back at that penalty kill Pilot Mound had earlier on in this period, a good job of them of being aggressive, not allowing Notre Dame to break in very easily, and that didn't allow for Notre Dame to get much opportunity there on the power play. Keegan Leach just pass across to Chartrand, going to be picked up by Cooney, and that's going to be a rebound and a nice save there. Might have been a block, but nice play there by Pilot Mound to keep that one out of the net. And going to be a tripping call coming up here to Keegan Leach. My apologies to Keegan Leach. And for the second time in this period, we're going to see Notre Dame going to the man advantage. And that means it's time for another Pilot Mound penalty kill presented by Supplement Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Then contact Supplement Insurance today. Notre Dame here, definitely, I think the main thing they're looking for is a successful zone entry. Didn't have many of them on that first power play. Moving the puck around nicely off the draw. And a blast from Stevenson. Saved nicely there by Miles Gordon, getting across to save that one. And of course, the U15 Notre Dame Hounds team was in action here last weekend, and one of the strongest parts of their game was the power play. Gonna see how Notre Dame can do here on the power play here in this game, in this first game of the weekend for them. They got a minute and 49 left on the power play to the penalty of Keegan Leach, so plenty of time for them to get something going, to pass it around, generate some opportunities. It's another offensive zone face-off, won by Bates. Cooney with a shot. That's going to be turned aside there by Miles Gordon. Going to go up to the point to Cooney. Cooney playing that to Bates. Bates a shot, going to be blocked. Pilot Mound going to clear it out of the zone. Mirror going to go out of the net to elect to end up not stopping that puck up, not playing it, rather letting one of his teammates get it. And now it's going to be up to Stevenson. Stevenson now with a shot. That's going to be kicked aside by Gordon. Pass going to go to Miller. Miller going to send that down low, below the goal line, to Zabchuk. Bates going out to the point to Miller. Shot from Stevenson blocked. And that's going to be sent out of the Pilot Mound zone. Dumped back in by Notre Dame as they look to get some fresh bodies on ice. And now it's going to be Keegan Gamble with it. Keegan Gamble. Going to be bodied there by Braden Bear on the reverse hit. And Keegan Gamble now with the puck, playing that up to the point to Powell. Powell going across to Miller. Miller now with a shot that's going to be blocked by Braden Bear. Miller sending that down to Skarsmyers. Skarsmyers with some patience, sending that one down low. Pass out in front to Powell, and that one missed. A shot from Miller blocked. Keegan Gamble playing that around the boards to Skarsmyers, and another successful penalty kill for the Buffaloes. And going to be sent down the ice. Going to be an icing on the play, however. Going to send a face-off into Pilot Mound zone. And Pilot Mound there on that penalty kill. Notre Dame having more zone time this time around. But Pilot Mound doing a really good job of keeping Notre Dame to the outside, as well as getting in the shot lanes and blocking some shots. And really made it easy for Miles Gordon to make some saves where the shots were coming from. Really not allowing Notre Dame to really get to the inside and get some shots. In that way, Izzy Amy finds Wendigo ends up going to Floyd. Floyd tried going back to Wendigo, but going to have that picked off. Breaking out now is Notre Dame in the neutral zone now, but that is going to miss. Izzy Amy with the puck. He's going to play that off the glass. Going to be held in by Hood. Hood's shot going to be wide of the net. Gabriel Chartrand down low behind his net. Getting a bit physical there. Gets that up in the zone. Shanks with the shot, and that's going to be saved and covered up by Miles Gordon here with 2:02 left in this period. 22-17 the shots in favor of Notre Dame, and they also lead this game in the second with a score of 1-0. Shanks in on the draw against Carlos De Leon. Going to be won by Pilot Mound. Braden Bear holding that up against the boards below the goal line. Hooper going to play that down low to number 12. And Shanks. Kusterman's now unable to get a clean pass off there. Aiden Murray gonna get held up near the blue line, but it's gonna be a chance for Hooper. Hooper toe dragging, and he's gonna have that stripped away from him. Takahashi gonna send that off the boards up to DeLeon. DeLeon now breaking into the zone, shoots, and that's gonna be right on the chest of Josh Muir. And Muir going to take some time and cover it up here. Getting face-off set up in the Notre Dame zone. Now Pilot Mound looking to tie this game up late here in the second period, but it's going to be cleared out now by Notre Dame. Zabchuk now coming in wide. He shoots and going to be saved and covered up by Miles Gordon. Stopping the play here with 1:09 left in this second period. And one thing that this Notre Dame team has is speed, but one thing that Pilot Mound has been doing really good in this game is keeping up with their speed and not allowing many opportunities like we just saw. Definitely going to look to continue that if you're Pilot Mound. Goes across to the point to Miller. Miller's shot going to be wide of the net. Last minute of play here in this second period. Zabchuk now trying to get in, and he shoots. And not the best shot on net, but a shot on net none the least. And going to be covered up there by Miles Gordon. And going to get another face-off in Pilot Mound zone. Chad Bates, assistant captain, in set to take the draw for Notre Dame. In on Carlos De Leon. And now Kusterman slips there and loses an edge. Could have potentially picked that off and took that the other way, but Notre Dame is back with it in their own end now. They get the puck out of their own zone. And now it's going to be Schlatt. Schlatt now coming in. Schlatt tries going out in front. He does, and what a beautiful save there on that cross crease pass. An opportunity for Chad Bates, but Miles Gordon better on that one, getting across to make that save, keeping this a 1-0 game. And what an opportunity there for Chad Bates. An unreal pass there from his teammate. I forget who it was. And huge save there by Miles Gordon. Keeping this 1-0 game still. Bugeaud now getting the puck in the dying seconds of this period. Shot ends up getting through. Miles Gordon makes the save. And now Pilot Mound breaking out of their zone. It's Laz Constant stopping up. Constant going to be along the boards, getting held up. Constant now giving a punch to the face of Cooney. Getting physical. Constant also chirping the Notre Dame bench, having some words for them. Going to be interesting to see how Notre Dame's going to respond to Constant in this next period here coming up, but we remain with the same score that we entered this second period. After this second period, it is still 1-0 for the Notre Dame Hounds. 25-18 at this point, with what the scoreboard is showing us in favor of Notre Dame. 25-18, the shot advantage for them. And yeah, I found that Pilot Mound, even though they weren't generating as many shots as they were in that period. They were doing a really good job of covering things up in their defensive zone, doing a good job of getting in lanes, and also doing a good job on the special teams on the penalty kill this time around. And for Notre Dame, came out with a bit more jump in that period, and they were generating some more shots on net. One thing I feel like Notre Dame is going to have to work on moving forward into this third period, is trying to break through Paloma's defense, getting to those prime scoring areas and setting up more scoring chances. But another thing that Notre Dame did very well was just their transition out of their own end. That's starting with their defenseman, a guy like Aiden Murray, guys like Aiden Miller. Where is he here? Number 3, Tyler Stevenson, doing a really good job of moving that puck to open teammates, finding those right places to pass where the open ice was, and generated a lot of chances for them to break out and get transition out of their own end nicely. So we're going to throw it to our second period sponsor here, their commercial, and we're going to run some commercials during this second period. During the second intermission. This second period was brought to you by Auto Works in Winkler, vehicle repair, tires, and vehicle detailing. Auto Works is the place in southern Manitoba.
Making the world a better place is always a work in progress, because our idea of success is not an endpoint. It's a new milestone from which we can move forward. As industries rise and new technologies take shape, we're committed to keeping pace, to ensuring our innovations are shared and our journeys celebrated, even as we set our sights on where to go next. This is how we live, how we learn, how we grow. Red River College, what we're doing is working.
The town of Stonewall is a great place to call home. Located just 25 kilometers north of Winnipeg, we offer our residents an abundance of services and amenities, from quality schools to a hospital with a fully functioning emergency room to great seniors housing. Our recreational facilities are second to none. The Veterans Memorial Sports Complex, the Heritage Arts Centre, Fines Field at Quarry Park, our paved walking paths, nature trails, and our jewel, Kinsman Lake. Stonewall has a strong base of businesses full of dedicated community-minded entrepreneurs that include a full range of retail and personal service businesses. Our industrial park has grown significantly in recent years, demonstrating the robust economy of our community and surrounding area. The quality of life experienced by our residents rivals any other community, which is why Stonewall is a great place to call home.
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba for this game between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes and the Notre Dame Hounds. Of course, during that second intermission to start things off, you guys saw a commercial from our sponsors, AutoWorks and Winkler, the good people there hooking up our producer, the owner here of Amateur Sports TV, Glenn Munford, by fixing his car this weekend. So special thanks to him. If you guys want to get your car fixed, of course they do vehicle repair, tires, vehicle detailing. It's the place in southern Manitoba to go if you want to get your car fixed, so check them out. A great place, great people there as well running that business. Back here in this third period, ready to start here between the Buffaloes and the Hounds. Of course, the Hounds carrying a 1-0 lead into this third period. They scored their first goal of the game, their only goal of the game in the first period, scored by number 9, Nicholas Karsmeyers and Karksmeyers. Of course, assisted by Keegan Gamble and number 6, Aiden Miller. And we're set to go here, folks. My apologies for stuttering there. We're underway here in the third period between the Buffaloes U17 program and the Hounds U17 program. Going to be Bujo carrying it up. He shoots, and that's going to be saved by Gordon. Nice speed there by Bujo to gain the zone. Murray with the shot from the point. That's going to be turned away by Gordon on that one. And Zabchuk now. The puck, he gets that taken away, and he's going to get a penalty here coming to number 10, Ryan Zabchuk. Going to send Pilot Mound to their first power play of this third period. 2 minutes for tripping, and Pilot Mound, the Buffaloes, with an opportunity here to get back into this game, to tie this game. However, they are in this game to tie this game at 1 apiece on this man advantage. This power play brought to you by Supplement King. Go constant shot. That's gonna be high of the net and gonna go out of play. Of course, our power play sponsor, Supplement King, sponsoring this Pilot Mound power play, this Buffaloes power play. Athletes contact Supplement King in Swift Current and Winkler for your supplement needs today. Draw's going to be 1 to Braden Bear. Bear, his shot going to be blocked there by Shanks, and now it's going to be taken the other way by Cooney. Cooney with a chance now on the break. Cooney shoots, and a save there by Miles Gordon. Keegan Leach giving him the puck back for him to cover it up and stop play here. A huge save by number 30, the Buffaloes goaltender, Miles Gordon, to keep this game 1-0 game only for the Notre Dame Hounds here early on in this third period. The Hounds on the penalty kill, looking for a shorty. Shanks off the draw, tried to push that past De Leon, he did, but couldn't get by him completely. It's going to be picked up by Last Constant. Buffalo's forward, Last Constant with the puck now. He's going to go across to Braden Bear. Bear tries going back to Constant. That's in his skates. It's going to go back to Bear. Back to Constant near the blue line. Bear at the right face-off circle. At the top of the face-off circle. Passes back to Constant. Constant shot! Gets a piece on it there was Muir. And turning that away. Braden Bear to Keegan Leach. Back to Bear. Bear now going to go to Constant. Constant at the top of the right face-off circle in the zone. He's near the top of the zone now at the blue line. Constant now shot, scores! And there it is, Last Constant with a beautiful snipe on the power play. And we got a tie game here. 1-1, the Buffaloes and the Hounds. We're in for a great finish here in this final period, folks. Last Constant gets that puck back and snipes it from the high slot. giving Pilot Mound their first goal of the game and first goal of this U17 showcase here this weekend in Pilot Mound. Pilot Mound goals brought to you by Murray Chrysler in Morden and Carmen. Now number 21, Chad Bates for the Hounds. Try getting that on net, but that's going to be blocked. Going to go up to Izzy Amy. Izzy Amy with an active stick on Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers now going to dump that in off a high dump just before the blue line. Racklin Hay played that up in the zone to Izzy Amy. Going to go to Aiden Murray now. Aiden Murray for the Hounds. Deep in the zone. Gets tied up, but that's going to be picked up by Bates. Bates and Karksmeyers, and that's going to be turned away. Pretty sure Hooper got that shot on net. Going to be to Izzy Amy. Amy going to send that one on net from his own zone, and Muir going to play that up to Powell after making that stop. It's going to be played to Stevenson. Stevenson with the puck. And going to be an icing here on the play, sending the face-off down into the Hound zone for Buffalo's offensive zone face-off. And now taking the draw is number 10, Jack Smith for the Buffaloes. Bujo for the Hounds. Draw is going to be won by Palamon. Constant gets that up to the point to Daryanka. Daryanka plays that down low after putting the pass off the boards. Now it's going to be Stevenson going around the boards to Miller. Shot did not get through. It was blocked. Smith now with an opportunity, and that's going to be tipped wide of the net by Price. Continuing to battle is Pilot Mound. And now it's going to be Keegan Gamble chipping that puck into the Pilot Mound zone, and he takes a tumble into the boards along with Daryanka, but Gamble gets back up. Gamble loses possession of that puck and not keep possession of it, and Constant going to send that one down for an icing, and we're going to see a face-off in the Buffalo zone. Face-off going to be to the left of number 31, Miles Gordon. Of course, this game tied up after the most recent goal scored by the Buffalo's very own Laz Constant on the power play. And going to be Zabchuk getting rubbed out along the boards. Sam Takahashi up there in the Pilot Mountain zone near the blue line. Could not get that puck out, but it finally goes out of the Pilot Mountain zone into the Hound zone now. Aiden Murray behind his own net. Goes up the boards to Cantlin. Going to be turned over. Up at the point to Keegan Leach. And now here's Shanks. Shanks passes that to Cantlin. Cantlin can't get that pass to go to Shanks, and now it's going to be turned over and sent in on net. Going to be saved by Muir, and Muir leaves it for Murray. Murray goes up to Cantlin. And now it's Canton, my apologies. Ethan Canton. I've been saying Cantlin the whole time. My apologies. It is Canton. Canton now plays that up. A breakout pass to Shanks. Shanks to Zabchuk. Zabchuk now tries to maybe go to the point, but no one seemed to be there in the first place. Bears gonna send that one out for Pilot Mound, picked up by Notre Dame in the neutral zone, dumping it into the Pilot Mound zone as they're on the forecheck. Puck goes up in the Buffalo zone to Constant, up to Wendigo. Wendigo going across to Amy, but couldn't complete that. Constant now, the Buffalo's goal scorer, ended up playing that, or getting that poked away. It was Daryenko with the shot, and that's going to be gloved and saved by number 1, Josh Muir. And going to get a face-off to the right of Muir now in the Hound zone. Jack Smith on the draw. It's going to go to Constant as he picks it up. Constant going to Chartrand. Chartrand's shot going to be turned away by Muir. Constant in on the forecheck. Now puck's going to be sent in, and now there's going to be a chance for Bates. Bates driving to the net, but loses the handle on it. Couldn't get a clean handle on it. And it was turned away there by Gordon. Puck sent up. Mound in on the forecheck. And that is going to be an icing on the play from the Hounds, sending it back into their zone for a offensive face-off here for the Buffaloes in the Hound zone. 13:07 remaining in this final period of regulation. 1-1 is the score. It's 1-1 here at Blackjack Stewart Arena in this game between the Buffaloes and the Hounds. 30-24 is the shot advantage for Notre Dame as well. Bugeaud now cutting into the inside. It's going to be a chance here for Hooper, but turned away by Gordon. And now there's going to be a penalty coming up to Mound, tipped over the net. Extra attacker coming out for Notre Dame, and with the Buffaloes touching it up, it's going to signify the end of that play, and going to be seeing Daryenko going off for 2 minutes for a hook. This Buffaloes penalty kill is brought to you by Supplement Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Then contact Supplement Insurance today. Mound looking to kill off another penalty. They've killed off the first 2 in this game that they've had. Powell going to send that out of the zone. A breakout pass to Hooper. Hooper going to play that to Bugeaud. And Mound, or the Buffaloes, going to send it out of the zone on this penalty kill. Wheeling in his own end now, and now into the neutral zone is Hooper. Hooper across the blue line, just across the blue line. Gets that to a teammate. It's going to go back to Hooper. Hooper going up top to Powell. Powell to Murray, and Murray's high shot going to be saved by Gordon. Now last Constant, unable to get that out, but that pass unable to be cradled by Powell. And now Notre Dame has to come back in the zone again. Here's Bugeaud driving to the net. No! Keegan Leach there on that one. A physical play rubbing out that Notre Dame player. And Keegan Leach isn't the biggest guy in the world, but definitely sturdy and plays with some physicality, and it was on full display there, unfortunately resulting in an injury. And this one not looking good for the Hounds. It was Bugeaud trying to drive that one to the net, but Keegan Leach there to shut the door. And the trainer coming out for Notre Dame. Just something you don't like to see here in any sport, but in this one in particular, because we're covering it at hockey. You know, it was a physical hit. Might have caught him off guard, but the end result not looking pretty for Bugeaud. Looks like the trainer holding his leg. And of course, both teams going back to their respective benches. Okay, we're going to send it to a quick commercial break here, folks, while they get things sorted out here, while Bujo gets some assistance in getting up. Going to send a commercial break, and we'll be back here when this gets sorted out.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at...
And Gabriel Bujo is up now. Not looking like he's right now. Looks like it is. It could be the legs. I'm not quite sure, but hoping for him to have a speedy recovery. Not sure if we'll see him back in today's game in this afternoon matchup between the Buffaloes and the Hounds. Just looking at the expression on his face, he is wincing. From what I saw, the trainer was primarily testing his legs, checking out that area of things. So, looked to be a leg injury, not sure, cannot confirm that, but gonna stop talking about the injury now, get back to play. Just want to once again wish Gabriel Bujo the best, and hoping that he's back out here this weekend at some point. But if not, health is the number one priority out here. Of course, this just being a game, but we're back to play now. It's going to be Notre Dame with possession. That's going to be stripped by Smith, and Smith getting bodied. And Smith, not liking that one, retaliating on the play. It's going to be a penalty coming up to Smith because of a retaliation. And Smith not too happy about that. Going to be a 2-minute penalty for slashing. And that is going to send the Buffaloes to a 5-on-3 here for 21 more seconds, and then the game will go back to 5-on-4. Daryanka's penalty will expire after 21 seconds. And, of course, Pilot Mound penalty kills brought to you by Supplement Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Then contact Supplement Insurance today. Aiden Murray carrying it in. And a chance, and that one going wide of the net. Notre Dame now in the scores. And Hood getting that puck in open space and making no mistake about it. I believe he might have gone 5-hole on Gordon. A low shot, no doubt about it, but regaining the lead here for Notre Dame and making it a 2-1 game was Edward Hood, number 2. And just like that, we are back at even strength because that goal was scored on the 5-on-4 after Daryanka's penalty expired. And now here comes Notre Dame in again, looking for more. Cooney gonna get a chance there for number 5, Canton. Braden Bear behind his own net, going to play that up off the boards. Canton with the puck. Gonna go Bates, and Bates tried making a move there on DeLeon, but was unable to. And Bates tried going up to the point, but defended nicely there by the Buffaloes. Braden Bear now playing that off the glass, and going to be a hand pass signaled on this play. It's going to be called, and we're going to get the play blown dead and going to get a face-off outside of the Hound zone. The score in this game, 2-1 for the Hounds over the Buffaloes U17 prep program. 34-24 is the shot advantage for the Hounds as well. Keegan Leach sending that one on net from beyond the blue line, outside of the zone. Glove down there by Muir. Now puck along the boards. And now it's going to be Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers now with a shot, and that's going to be saved there by Miles Gordon. And Real Chartrand didn't take too kindly to that one. Got some physicality there by kind of hitting Gordon after that shot was taken. And, you know, with what's been happening in this game with the recent injury and just with how chippy these games seem to get here in the games that the Buffaloes are involved in, could be seeing the intensity in terms of the physicality ramping up here even more as this third period continues. It's going to be Stevenson to Hood. Hood behind the net. Hood going to play that up the boards, but that is going to be an unsuccessful clearing attempt there out of the zone by the Hounds. The Hounds getting back now. Shanks going to go over there to Schlatt. It's going to be to Stevenson now. Stevenson tries to drag and get a shot on net, but unable to get that one through. Schlatt getting that one blocked. Going to go up to number 3, Stevenson. That one wide of the net. And that shot going to be blocked. Price going to go up to Laz Constant. Laz Constant trying to dangle through. He doesn't complete the move, but still has it. Constant goes across to a teammate, but unable to find one. The Buffaloes continue here in the offensive zone, continuing on the forecheck. Now it's going to go to the point to Derianka. His shot is going to be right on the chest of Josh Muir, and Muir going to elect to cover that one up and get a face-off here inside the Hound zone. 8 minutes remaining in this third period. 2-1 for the Notre Dame Hounds as they lead the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes here in this third period. Draw one. Aiden Murray picks it up. Aiden Murray in his own end. Plays that puck up. And going to get a whistle on the play here. Not quite sure why. Could have been a glove, not too sure. But face off outside the Buffalo zone. Won by the Hounds. They send it in deep. Keegan Leach in down below for Palomon. That puck's going to be played up to Hay to Izzy Amy. Izzy Amy now looking to take it wide, and he does. Izzy Amy using his size to his advantage, protecting that puck, plays it off the boards to Leach. Leach's shot going to be tipped in wide of the net. And the crowd here getting into the game. That one's so close, but missed the net off of that tip. Powell now playing that up to Miller. Miller going up ice in the neutral zone to Zapchuk. Zapchuk shot! Blockered away there by Gordon. Unable to get the rebound there was Notre Dame, and that puck going to be picked up by Hooper. Sam Takahashi playing that to Braden Bear. Bear plays that to DeLeon. DeLeon playing that to Kustermans, but unable to complete the pass. In the Hound zone now. In the neutral zone, getting a stick on it there was Bear, but that's going to get by. Canton now. winds up. He goes across ice with the pass. Open net, but unable to complete it. Hood now shoots. Rebound, and going to be cleared away in front nicely by Pilot Mound. Hood going off the boards to Canton. Canton with a beautiful move, trying to dangle in tight, but unable to hold possession of it. Back in possession of the Hounds now. The Buffaloes trying to clear it out of the zone. DeLeon playing that up to Kustermans, but hits his skate, unable to complete the pass. Shot on net from the Hound zone. Turned away by Gordon. And now Smith tries to reach for the puck there, but unable to get a stick on it. Now a shot, glove there. Going across the body to glove it was Gordon, and he's going to cover it up. For a face-off in the Buffalo zone, 39-25, the shot advantage for Notre Dame in this game. 2-1 is the score for Notre Dame as well. And Notre Dame and Pilot Mound getting their opportunities in this period. It's just Miles Gordon and both him and Josh Muir have been up to the task. Aiden Murray now, his shot high and wide of the net. Stevenson going down below to Schlatt. Schlatt now tried getting the puck back off that pass, but unable to cradle it. Stevenson gets that taken away from him after getting closed off. Going to go across to Price. Price going to picked off. Now Constant trying to toe drag here. Unable to complete the move. Going to go up to Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers drops it to Bates. Bates going to get that poked away by Riel Chartrand. His pass into the neutral zone picked off by Powell. Keegan Leach. Strong defensively behind the net of the Buffaloes. Izzy Amy having some trouble here. Gets the puck back. Amy plays that up the boards. Unable to get it out. Shot on net, and Gordon able to make that save. Cleared out of the Buffalo zone and down for an icing. Getting face-off back in the Buffalo zone. And Notre Dame in this period up in the forecheck, creating some difficulties for Pilot Mound to break out as cleanly as they once were in this game. Definitely been a key to their success, of course, in this period. And, of course, on that power play, finding that open man in front in the high slot. Going to Hood. A nice pass across, and what a save by Miles Gordon. Miles Gordon, are you kidding me? That's not only the only highlight reel save he's made tonight. He's made a few. Coming across and making some beautiful saves, and that's been one thing that Notre Dame's been very well, just getting a bit of separation and being able to find that cross-crease pass. And Gordon, most of the time, all the time, has been up to the task on plays like that. Going to be an icing on the play. But, yeah, looking back at that power play goal that sent Notre Dame ahead in this game, just finding open ice, a bit of a breakdown on the Buffalo's penalty kill there, and Hood with some space out in front, not the cleanest goal in the world, but definitely one that he'll take here, as it did put his team up 2-1 in this game, grabbing the lead here in the third and final period of regulation. And that was stopped and covered up there by Muir. We're going to get another face-off, offensive zone chance here for the Buffaloes. Draw's going to be won by DeLeon. Keegan Leach at the point, holding his ground, almost still able to hold the line, but wasn't able to. Muir played that to a teammate. Pilot Mound on the forecheck here. Forcing trying to force some turnovers. Puck was tipped as it was going down, so no icing on the play. Keegan Leach playing that one up into the neutral zone, possessed by the Hounds. Going to be played up to Hooper. Hooper gets that taken away from him after getting his stick lifted. Keegan Leach now behind his own net. Gets that to a safe area, finding Takahashi. And now out in front, here's a defensive breakdown, and Gordon out to make the save again, taking away the angle and covering things up here for Pilot Mound. For the Buffaloes, as this period has gone along, they haven't been as tight in front of their net and taking away chances like that you just saw, and it almost proved costly, but Miles Gordon there to make the key save. At the point, it's going to be a shot by Miller, and that's going to be paddled away by Gordon and out of play. Setting up another face-off here in the Buffalo zone. Chad Bates out to take the draw against Laz Constant. Laz Constant ties him up. No possession yet. It's going to be possessed finally by Stevenson. He sends it down low. Bear sending that around the boards to Constant. Constant sending that back down low to Bear. Now Braden Bear sending that one back down low to Daryanka. Daryanka now tries sending it up to Price. No icing on the play as that one was tipped. Muir out to play it. Going to be Constant. Along the boards, Constant. Getting a bit physical, trying to lay on a reverse hit, but not knock the player down. Daryanka with the shot wide of the net. And that is going to be sent out of play. Going to get a face-off inside the Hound zone. And the Buffaloes with another offensive zone face-off opportunity here late in this third period. Of course, our game coming up won't have any play-by-play. It's the Prairie Hockey Academy going up against the International Hockey Academy coming up at 5:30. We will still be broadcasting the game, just no play-by-play, no pregame show, and no interviews and stuff between intermissions. But Notre Dame now, Karks Myers. Send that towards the net. Covered up nicely there that time by Pilot Mound. Collapsing in the house. It's going to be sent up. DeLeon giving chase. He's going to end up beating the icing, or maybe they just waved it off. Not quite sure. Good effort there. Amy with the shot and off the iron. Amy with a beautiful chance, and he could not finish it. Oh, that a tough break for Pilot Mound. Back out to Amy. Shot on net. Save made by Muir. Pilot Mound with the net empty now. The extra attacker on the ice. Chartrand at the point. Going down to block the potential shot or pass there was Karst Myers. And that puck going to hit the head of one of the Notre Dame players on the bench. And wow, Izzy Amy. You could not get a better opportunity than that. And unfortunately, he put it off of the post. It truly is a game of inches, folks. An inch more to the left, and that one could have been in. But here's where we are. Still a 2-1 game. Pilot Mound taking a timeout. Setting up a strategy here to get their best opportunity to get a goal here in the last minute of this game. 57.1 seconds remaining. 2-1 is the lead for Notre Dame, and 44-28 are the shots for the Hounds in this game. But the Buffaloes have played a good game today. A valiant effort by them. Something that Coach Rick McConnell wants to see more of his group and pushing them to give a full 60 minutes. And even though they are trailing in the shot category, Miles Gordon has given them a chance in this game, keeping it close. And now, here we go. Constant in on the draw against Bates. Going to be cleared out. Keegan Leach trying to hold that in with the glove, but he's unable to. He gets that in the zone. Keegan Leach now in his own end with it, in the Buffalo's end. Izzy Amy going to play that up to DeLeon. Notre Dame clearing it into the Pile Mound end. And now try to go cross ice, but covering it up nicely there is Keegan Leach. Under 30 seconds remaining in this game now. Pilot Mound looking to get out of their zone. Notre Dame unable to keep them in the neutral zone now. Notre Dame with a chance, and that's in the empty net. And that was Chad Bates, assistant captain, putting it home just from outside of the Buffalo zone. And that's curtains for Pilot Mound in this game, barring a miracle. 3-1 is the lead now for the Hounds with 16.3 seconds left in this third period. Puck is dropped. Notre Dame possessing it. Jade Wendigo now gains the zone. Wendigo puts that in deep. And the Notre Dame Hounds, even though they were pushed at times in this game by Pilot Mound, come out with the win. 3-1 here to kick off their weekend here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. And Pilot Mound, a great effort in this game by them. A great performance by Miles Gordon. A couple breaks that didn't go their way, but can't blame it on that. Pilot Mound definitely going to be happy with how they played for the majority of this game. 45-28. The final shot totals in this game today, an advantage for the Hounds. And we're going to keep it short here, folks. This is our short post-game show here. Going to give a player of the game. And I'm going to start off with the losing team, the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes. Going to go with Miles Gordon. Miles Gordon made some fantastic saves in this game today. Was very good at moving post to post. Was covering his angles very well, cutting down the angles, and really, at times I feel like frustrating the Notre Dame Hounds players. Notre Dame probably with 47 shots. Now it was 47-28. Those are the final shots in the game. Probably felt like they could have had more, but Miles Gordon, keeping this game, a 2-1 game until he was pulled out of the net. And for Notre Dame, I'm going to go with Aiden Murray, a highly skilled offensive defenseman. Very good transition game from him today. Very good vision, great shot as well, and great speed as well as some other things. So, those are the players of the game today, brought to you by Align Your Mind. We're going to end off this broadcast, and we'll be back at 5:30 for the start of the Prairie Hockey Academy and International Hockey Academy game, of course. I won't be back here. Me and Glenn, we're going to be peacing out, and there's going to be a producer working from home. Caden Morris is going to be producing this game. Going to have some people here from Pilot Mound, controlling the cameras here, so should be a lot of fun. But, we'll be back here, our broadcasting crew, tomorrow morning as well at 9 a.m. to watch Prairie Hockey Academy play the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes U17 prep team. This third period was brought to you by Dokes Bulk Fuels. Thank you so much for tuning in to this game, our coverage of the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U17 male prep Buffaloes against the Notre Dame Hounds. 3-1 the final for Notre Dame in this game today, the first game of the CSSHL U17 prep showcase. Until tomorrow, folks, I'm Graham Forsyth, play-by-play commentator, signing off here. Enjoy the game coming up at 5:30 against the Prairie Hockey Academy and International Hockey Academy. And our third period sponsor was Dokes Bulk Fuels. For all your petroleum needs, contact Dokes Bulk Fuels today. Good night, everyone. Have a good one.